tell him Peso did it.
The second time.
And that is definitely a boob. All felt. I don't want you touching me. I am currently in the process of getting ready to go into the office. It's been raining all week, and so typically I do not like commuting in the rain, traveling in the rain, but it's been raining all week, and sometimes it's nice to like, I need to switch up my environment. So I'm gonna head into the office today and get some work done. And yeah, I just finished doing my makeup. I had breakfast and my whole like routine, went to the gym, breakfast, got ready, and now need to like pack up my bags to head out. You're probably gonna call me crazy, but yes, I am wearing a skirt with no tights because it's gonna be 61 degrees today. It's unusually warm for the last few days, so when I went out, it was like shoot 6:45 and it was already like pretty balmy. So I was like, yeah, on the way back it felt like even warmer. It felt like it was springtime, honestly. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to probably wear a skirt. So I'm wearing this roll neck sweater from J. Crew with this white skirt from, or beige skirt I would say, from Amazon, and my New Balance sneakers. Can't see the sneakers, but here they are. All right, hi. I filmed yesterday and I came right back home and literally nothing happened. So it's the next day. I'm getting ready to go out, take myself on a little dinner date before going to this comedy show, which I was supposed to go to with like a friend, but a couple of I invited another friend, but they all just ended up dropping off like flies. So let this be a lesson, a reminder that if you wait for people to do the things you want to do, you will be waiting forever. So I'm still gonna go. Honestly, I've been showing up to this comedy series like alone a lot of the time. So I think that going to comedy shows is honestly one of the best sort of solo dates that you can do, because it's really interesting. It's like going to the movies, but it's just like you're around other people. You can still like, there's opportunity to like still talk and chat with folks, but really it's like you have entertainment, and it's like, it's meant to be funny for you to laugh, and I'm like, I need that in my life. So I'm excited to go. I've been loving this whole year of like going to a ton of comedy shows. So I am wearing this new top that I got from Something by Sonia. I was going to wear just some wide leg jeans with this bodysuit that I got, and I was gonna wear like my leather coat over it. But honestly, like the bodysuit, so here's what it looks like. I honestly love it as just like a regular top, but I don't know, I feel like I was like, is there such a thing as too much boob, you know? So I decided, I got this top and it's mesh, and I was like, wait, I think I can just like put this on top of it and I'll still like, it'll still like look good. I'll still feel good, but it wouldn't be like, hello, you know? Wouldn't be like all in your face. So yeah, I'm wearing this top. It's very long sleeves, so that's fun, but it's got a fun like asymmetrical, not asymmetrical, but it's got a fun like, you know, side split moment, which is really cute. And then I'm just wearing my black wide leg jeans and some like cream sneakers. So I'm gonna keep it real chill. I swore that I was gonna do like a really fun makeup look, and then I just went back to the old standard. Because I feel like I wasn't in an experimenting mood, and I don't love trying new things when like I'm going to a place. I feel like it's fun to play around when you do something like real low stakes. But either way, I decided to just keep it really simple. And then what was I gonna say? I forget. Yeah, so I'm like, maybe I'll play around because I have some like really interesting new beauty products that I want to try out. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow. Because I actually have like another birthday, I have a birthday party to go to tomorrow, so that'll be exciting. But I need to head out because I wanted to go to this spot. I was also gonna possibly try out a new restaurant spot, but again, I'm gonna fall back on what I know is good and check out and go to this place called like Speedy Romeo. It's a pizza place. I love pizza. I love like Neapolitan pizza. So they have like a really great pizza, and it's like in Brooklyn. It's right like on Class and Ave, I think. It's perfect. So I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go to the show. And then I'm gonna wear. Oh, I actually just realized. I don't actually have a bag figured out, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I think I may just like keep it really simple bag wise.
I think he was probably fine.
Leon, thank you so much for joining us. You identified yourself as an old school traditionalist hater.
Yes, I'm very into leaving shit the fuck alone.
Okay. So we're gonna keep it moving. But what do you feel like hating on today?
These Asian fusion restaurants.
Pencils down, everyone.
Pencils.
Pencils down. Oh, yeah.
Turns out, I don't know why I stopped listening to classical music. Wow, I do work. It's just what I need.
Did you get everything done? I didn't finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4, not 5.
Technically, I did like write out a whole list. So I feel like this is good. It was meant to be a draft, but I feel like I was able to capture a lot of like the main things that needed to get done. So yeah, now I just have to do it. I'm not sure how it happened, but a conversation, like a call that I had with my sister that was supposed to be just like an hour-long co-working call turned into an hours-long discussion, and we ended up like settling on a name for a podcast, which is so wild because we never talked about having or doing a podcast ever before, but we just like at the end of the call we're just like, yeah, we should start a podcast, let's do that. Let's come up with a name, let's figure out what we want to talk about, and here we are. So I don't know what's gonna come of that. I feel like one thing we did talk about is just how I've been just feeling more alert, and just like, but feeling good and like trying to take more action on ideas that I have instead of letting them sit for years and then feeling resentment with when someone else does the thing that I had the idea for like years down the line. Because it's just like, yeah, let's get to work. It doesn't do well to, you know, let these ideas pass you by. And I do think that no matter what comes of the project or the work that you create or get to work on, or I don't know, or take action on in that moment, you still are learning from that process. You're still learning from that act of creating in a way that you wouldn't if you didn't do anything, if you just, you know, sat idle or just like let fear take over. Let fear take over. So yeah, I'm just like trying to do better about that, and that culminated in this whole like podcast talk, because I was sharing with her this clip from this new podcast that I started listening to, called Grits and Eggs with Deontay Kyle. I saw this clip on TikTok, and it was a clip around just like how there needs to be a new social contract for Black people. And it really resonated with me what he was saying on that TikTok, that I ended up listening to the whole podcast episode. And I was so blown away, not only by like that section in the podcast, but the advice section, which I normally like don't care for, because I'm like, why am I listening to you give advice? Like, I don't, who are you? And also, why are people coming to you for advice? But I ended up finding out like how insightful and interesting and like complex he is, and also just like it's a little bit like foreign for me to hear like from a male perspective, like what their opinion is on things, and also in a way that's not super disparaging or like ignorant. And it was a really, really great podcast episode. The podcast episode was called like Building Something Black. I forget it. And my phone is charging in the back. But it was really good. I like highly recommend listening to it. And I'll definitely probably be listening to more of like, because I ended up following his YouTube channel. But yeah, I am just sitting here about to start getting ready because my friend's birthday shindig is tonight. I want to do a fun eye look. It's also mad cold in this apartment, but I'm just gonna get a little dress, and then I'm gonna come back home. Try not to spend too long outside, because I have a whole Pilates class in the morning. Like, who even am I? So I don't know. And I also like don't have those like grippy socks. I have the grippy socks, but they're like toe socks. So it's like your toes are all split up, and it's not the most comfortable because I've used them doing reformer Pilates before. But anyways, I'll have to figure that out, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow morning. But for now, let's get ready. I think I'm gonna listen to another episode of the Grits and Eggs podcast, while I get ready and get dressed and everything. Genuinely so loved right now. Good morning. Today, I woke up with a song in my spirit, and that was Jagged Edge, Promise. So naturally I had to play it. And that song is so good. Still is so good. But I am up. Like, I got home pretty late. Not pretty late, like pretty late for winter time. Which is like 12 o'clock in the morning. And so I was like so concerned that I wasn't gonna get all my sleep. And I wasn't gonna be like well rested for this class. Sure enough, my body did start waking up around 6, which to me is like, oh my gosh. Because I've been doing this routine for a few weeks now. It's like, is my body naturally just like waking up at around 6 now? I love that for me. It's amazing. So yeah, I got dressed. And I'm like boiling eggs. Right, so for lunch, I'm just gonna do toast with my boiled eggs, and then I had some leftover grilled chicken that I'm gonna use as like protein, right? And then I also have the rest of my fruit juice, so hopefully this sustains me. Whew. Okay, just got back in from my Pilates class, and wow, it was incredible. It was a really, really great session up until the part where we got to like the leg strings, the leg cable part where you put, you know, your foot through the loop. I was like, oh, okay. There was like this, I felt like I was burning so much in like on the left side, like the inside of my thigh. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take, I took so many breaks, but the instructor was so great and so like affirming and really like supportive, but also was like observing me, making sure I was doing the movement correctly. It was really, really great. I'm gonna go back. I felt so stretched out after the class, which I wasn't sure because, you know, like I don't know how focused Pilates can be on stretching. I think sometimes I may be like confusing with solid core and stuff where it's like more strength training focus. But I actually got a really great stretch, and yeah, it was really good. So I'm a little out of it now. Like right after the class, I was feeling like a little nauseous. I don't know what that's about, but I'm feeling better now a little bit. I'm gonna hop in the shower and get ready. I'm gonna hop in the shower, start getting ready for the day. They're doing like a holiday market thing at the Weeksville Heritage Center. I was debating if I was gonna go because they're gonna be showing like playing a couple movies throughout the day, and one of them is The Grinch, and that is my favorite holiday movie. But I have like I'm doing like an art making thing with my friends later this afternoon, so I just feel like it doesn't make sense to like do all of that. Let's not do too much. Let's just like take it easy, and yeah, just enjoy the day. Tell them Peso did it. Honestly, I felt like that was a pretty close call. I just made it to Greenpoint. Tell me why. So, okay, I didn't explain what it is I'm doing, but my friends and I, well, going back, I started like a little club with my friends so that we could do a fun activity once a month. And when I say I started activity, like I started this club with my friends, I started the club for me. And then am using it as an opportunity to invite friends to do fun things with me. So they don't really have a say in what is planned, but yeah, I pretty much just like pick a day, choose an activity to do, and just like send invites to my friends, and whoever can join that month, and if they can't join, hopefully they can join the next month, and like that's fine. And of course it's like I still hang out with my friends throughout the month outside of this thing, but I just wanted to do like a concerted effort to like do an activity, because I feel like so often when people hang out, I've noticed it when like people hang out, they go out to eat and they don't really do an activity, and I love a nice little fun time, you know, out. It does not necessarily like food based, so doing this also challenges me to check out all the places I have to like I have like a list of things that I want to do in the city, because there's always something going on and I feel so overwhelmed by that. And so I think having this little club moment allows me to do that and bring my friends along for that too. So today, well, in October we did like roller skating at this roller skating rink in Bushwick, and today we are doing art making at Happy Medium, which is one of my favorite art cafes in the city. I've never been to the Greenpoint location, which they just opened in like April. So I'm really excited. It's like a small group of us. Another thing too is like I don't love like large group events, so it's a small group of us, and I think I'm going to make some ornaments for my tree. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go, because it's 2 o'clock now. Oh, I'll share the link with you.
Literally all of my siblings are like artists, and I can't draw for
We entered into Trump presidency.
We got tariffs.
Right. I gotta be frugal. I gotta be strategic.
You have to be strategic, especially because my new plant colors. I'm gonna go to a different lady though, but so like pay for $2 too. To get my roots retouched, it's like $125, and then to get my hair trimmed, it's an additional $125.
Right. You want like quality and like don't want to go to just any old body.
I found a lady like really close to me that's for $100, and I like her because she just does way more like old school hairstylist.
Yeah.
I also one day she put my hair nappy, and I was like,
Who?
the stylist I was going to do my hair, and I was like, I don't think a stylist has ever said that to me, ever.
Yeah, no one ever put my hair nappy. That's weird.
Sometimes people get too comfortable. It's like I don't know you.
But I feel like
Don't talk to
nappy
me like
is
that.
such a like you would like reference my kitchen. Like I'm okay, but I just feel like nappy has like connotations, like negative connotations around like how you view black hair or like natural black hair. And it's like if you have those biases, then I don't want you touching me.
And she's the one who like went to I like doing my color. But after that, I was like, I mean, one of been wanting to go back to natural hair. But also, I feel like my hair, there's a lot of styles I have. Like, my hair is such an inconvenience.
Oh really? Because
It's like me and the 2 other dudes meet every Sunday or every other Sunday to like edit each other's work and helping me like perfect or like get better at writing fiction, but I still have.
in restaurant Marisco's El Submarino, so there's that. And for tacos they have the Kraken and the Chihuahua, which I don't know what that could mean.
chihuahua and a taco.
What they have? I know they have hamburguesa. You know what that means?
I know what that means. I definitely know what that means.
The second time I went to Cancun. So maybe I only went 3 times. Second time I went to Cancun. Then the third time I went.
Alright, hello. I am back home after a really long day. It feels like it's only like 8:30, but I'm so exhausted. I had such a great time clay making, well, art making, a happy medium with friends. And then we ended up going to this Mexican restaurant in Greenpoint, which the dish I got was not something I ended up loving. So you live and you learn, but that's what happens when you branch out, you try something new, and it just doesn't align with your like palette. So I did that, and then I popped over to Trader Joe's to pick up a few things. I wanted to show a couple things before I end this whole vlog. I wanted to show a few things that I ended up picking up that were like new to me. You know, Trader Joe's always has something going on. So let me do that now. So I ended up getting these Dutch griddle cakes. I had heard about these from like the internet in general. Like people been talking about this on TikTok, on YouTube, and I thought I would grab these to maybe try them out. I feel like it'll probably be like a good Sunday morning breakfast or weekend breakfast, but I feel like that would be a nice touch. And I like that they're so small. I don't like pancakes, but I feel like, but I do like sort of like small, like, so say for example, like the ones at Cracker Barrel, like those little silver dollar pancakes, those mini things, I do enjoy those. So hopefully we'll see what these are like. And then I also picked up, it's funny, I picked this up for the way that it was branding because it looks so cool and retro. But I ended up getting these peanut butter and cocoa crunch cereal. Doesn't that look like the 70s? I really love the way that this box is branded. I feel like it's so interesting. But also it's like an organic version of Reese's Puffs. Sign me up. I'm excited to try it out. I did end up getting milk, so I don't know when I'm gonna actually eat it. But it expires in June. I'll eat it before then, but I'm not stressed about that. And then I also ran out of granola for my little parfaits I like to make, and I've been wanting to make my own granola, but I'm not quite there yet. I've not planned that out far enough. So I ended up picking up this very berry granola that has dried blueberries and dried strawberries. I ended up getting, typically I would use this like Just the Clusters vanilla almond granola, but something about having an actual almond in my yogurt. Like I really didn't love having nuts in my yogurt. I would just prefer it to be just the granola, and like, you know, whatever the spices are within the granola. But I'm okay with the dried blueberry and the strawberry. We'll see what that's like, but I feel like that's typically what I would typically have in my yogurt, so it's not too far off. Not really full of surprises, which I love. And then yeah, for a little snacky, they have these Kishu Kisses, which are these small, tiny baby mandarins, which I think would be a nice little snack, you know, during the week. I want to possibly do some meal planning because I ended up getting a lot of things to prep for cooking for the week that I had similar to this week. I'm not trying to like do too much when it comes to, you know, cooking at home just yet, because I feel like when I start to branch out and make all these recipes, I end up being a lot wasteful. So I'm just gonna try to stick to the basics. But yeah, that's what I have. And I wanted to show my clay that I made, my ornaments that I made, but I left those in the car because I did not have enough hands to carry everything, and it's so cold outside. It's not even cute. I stopped by the North Face store to try to pick up these gloves that my friend recommended. They didn't have them. So, and the gloves I do have are too big that I picked up they're too big. So we are still working through that. So I have like really exciting things planned tomorrow with my friend Jamera. So we're gonna go to the museum, and then I want to check out this comedy show at this bar that I've been wanting to check out for a while, this wine bar. So I'm gonna do that, but I gotta get a good night's rest, all that stuff. So see you soon. I think this is all felt. I love this color scheme. And also, this is like some real Charlie and the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, whereas like the family all lived in the bed. But I don't know, it's because like that's definitely like a baby. But there's like the limbs are open here, and there's two people in the bed, and then there's someone hanging off the side of this bed. Like, what's happening? This person's on the floor down here.
Are they pleasuring themselves?
But is everyone pleasuring themselves? It's like they're having.
I hope not, because that's a baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, it's getting weird.
It's chaotic. There's a lot happening right here, and it's
getting weird.
a little bit. Cause look at their legs there, and that is definitely a boob. This also looks like it could be symbolism of like the Japanese internment camps with the wire. And this is like the atomic bomb moments after the atomic bomb dropped. So in the background you see the trees. Especially with the books on education, benevolent orders, business. Gorgeous dress made from what looks like Kaneko on here. Cool, like, oh my gosh. Is this like an armoire? Is that a line dance?
There's always grown-ups and dance for everything. When they all sit and
At this museum, they have guidance on grounding through the five senses. And I'm loving like this guide. See, hear, smell, touch, taste. I should try this one day. I could use a lot more grounding for sure. All right, I just got back home. I finally brought up my box of clay. Oh, I can't think. Finally brought up my box from clay from Happy Medium. I wanted to just show what I made. I don't think that things are all the way dry. So I don't know, we'll see. Let's look. Honestly, low-key, these look like little cookies. All right. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna show is, yeah, it's definitely not dried yet, but this is a Christmas tree that I made. How cute. It's got the little hole for hanging. This is like sturdy, but not, I don't think it's like gonna be an issue hanging. I think this one is actually gonna be pretty difficult to hang. This one was a, I attempted to make a snowflake, but honestly, that's really hard to do. So I just like made it into a circle and cut it out and then just drew on it, but it's okay. This next one is a bit of it's a bit of a I don't know what the word to call it, but I just sort of went for it, but I don't know that it nailed with this. It doesn't really, hold on, make sure my face isn't in the frame. But yeah, I tried to make this into puckered lips, but it just doesn't really look like that. But I'm still gonna add it because you just gotta respect the journey. This one may be my favorite one. At the end of like the session, or after doing all these ornaments, these like holiday Christmas themed ornaments, I just decided to go back to my old faithful, which is like faces. So this is like my favorite one that I made. This cute little moment. I love the puffs. The puffs are my favorite. I never made the faces with hair before, so I really like it. And then I also really love how expressive this face is. I'm gonna put these back in the box and wait for them to dry. I may like also just leave them out to wait for them to dry. And if you couldn't tell, I still don't have a Christmas tree up, so I need to do that. But it's Sunday. I'm honestly so tired. After we got back from the museum, after we finished up with the museum, I went to get something to eat, and then I went to Whole Foods to do like the last bit of grocery shopping. So I still like haven't prepped any food for the week at all, so I may end up doing that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just so tired, but I feel like I'm gonna, it's 5 18 now. I feel like I want to take a little nap. I feel like I want to take a little nap before I head back out to go to this comedy show. Because I just want to see what it's like. And I've been wanting to check out this place for a while. It's called Miss Barb's and it's in Flatbush. And I think in the day it's a cafe and they just sort of like open their wine bar. So that they have events in the evening. And one of these events is this comedy show that's hosted by Who Gave Them a Mic. That's the name of the series, which I honestly love that because that's a question. Who gave them that mic? So I'm gonna go. And also I tried a different like makeup look today. I used, this is the chatty portion of the vlog if you hadn't noticed, but I used this new Danessa Myricks Color Fix shade in Matcha. I saw her do this look on one of her social media accounts and I attempted it. And then I also like topped it off with the clear glaze of the Color Fix because I really have been, oh my goodness, oops. Yeah, I really have been enjoying the glazed, oily, not oily, but glazed eyelid look. But yeah, I feel like next time I may add like eyeliner before doing a glaze, or maybe just not do the glaze. But I feel like it could be fun to just add more color, make it more smoky. Sorry, I'm not actually looking at the camera, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna do a little cat nap because it's been a really busy week, or just rest before heading out again. And I don't think I'm going to change. Part of me wonders if I should, because you just never know, right? But I don't know, maybe it'll come to me in my nap.
Come on. Night, y'all. Okay, y'all, somebody trying to get chose in this bitch. I love that, fella. You got the hairlines out. I see minimal hats. Someone like me, you're reaching for something alive. I made a Facebook event page. I'm tagging people to the event. Only people in the comment section were the people that couldn't come. They typing me, hey man. You go do your thing, man. I ain't gonna make it, but I'll be there in spirit.
Hello. All right, coming to you from another overhead light moment. I am getting ready to head out to this class that I signed up for. It's another art thing. I saw this Instagram ad for this thing called Recess Grove in Williamsburg, and I was like, that seems cool. It was it's like a little intro to drawing class, and I don't know, I just randomly was like, I think I'd be interested in that. So I ended up getting a ticket, and yeah, gonna head out. I haven't been doing anything, well, besides work. I mean, it is only Tuesday. So I would say like Monday I just sort of relaxed and just sort of recuperated from the fact that this weekend was like really busy. And so that was nice. And I immediately, like, yesterday was like, oh, I was so tired from this weekend. Next weekend I'm going to do something, like I'm just gonna like chill and not do too much, forgetting that I weeks, months ago got tickets for this party to go to with my friends on Friday. And then I was trying to do Pilates again Saturday morning, but I don't think that's gonna work out. So I may try to go Sunday, but it's a different instructor. so we'll see. But yeah, I also ended up looking, I haven't purchased it yet, but I want to go to this comedy show. One of the comics from the show at Miss Barb's on Sunday was so funny. I had to follow her on Instagram, and then I saw that she has like her own comedy series. It's called Astigmatism Comedy, and she does it with another black woman who wears glasses. It's awesome. And yeah, I'm really intrigued. I feel like there aren't a ton of, not that I've seen, a ton of groups or series where the comics are like black women, or it's hosted by black women. So I am looking forward to that. And so yeah, I am getting ready now. I'm not planning on doing like a ton of makeup, but I am gonna do a little. I don't know if I mentioned this, but yeah, I use this Merit stick that I got a few months ago and have been using like not very consistently, but I saw that like the owner of Merit supported like Donald Trump or some sort of right-wing politics. So I don't think I will. I definitely am not going to be purchasing any more products, but I did end up getting a couple of products from Merit like over the summer that I would use up and will not be wasting, because makeup is so expensive nowadays. I'm like, nah, you just gotta use this up. You live and you learn. And when you know better, you do better, as I say. So, also, really quickly, I washed my hair the other day, and bro, I am so freaking just, I don't even know the words for it. I'm so distraught over this stringy piece of hair. It's like you can tell something's up because look at that. And then if you pull like other hair up, I don't know, maybe from like the bottom or whatever. You can see the difference. See, this is all super curly and coily and springy, and this just like falls flat. Like it's very obviously clear. Thankfully, it is only in like the front part of my hair. And I'm not aware of like any issues in the back, but, and it's not like the whole strand, but I'm stressed out, and I think I got a little bit too comfortable going to the hair salon because they were doing so well, and now I'm like about to take a vow of like never flat ironing my hair again, because it's just like so tacky. A part of me was like, oh, maybe it's the blonde hair that I had after I like the blonde hair that I had, that maybe, because you know when you bleach your hair, your curl pattern loosens up. But when I think about it, I feel like I didn't have a ton of blonde hair left before I changed my hair color again. So I think this is just straight up like heat damage. So I'm thinking moving forward, I'll just be focusing on just like a wash and go, and like getting like a blowout to trim my hair instead of getting a flat iron. And then if I do the blowout, just focus on like, I have my own hair dryer at home, and I figure I already know how to sort of do stuff. I'll just learn, because I can learn things. I can learn new things. All right, this is the finished look. really simple, but I'm gonna head out now. Where my cat is, but it's time for me to give her a treat from this little advent calendar I got from Trader Joe's. I saw this back in like the end of October probably, and I was like, oh, this will be so cute. I've always wanted to do an advent calendar, just because I used to watch, not even used to, I still watch Zoe Sugg, and that was like the first time watching her vlogmas when I like got a first like look into advent calendars. So they had this at Trader Joe's, and I've been so behind on opening them. So what it is, if you don't know what an advent calendar is, it's just like a little box that has treats in it for each day. I think the last day we were on was 10, which is like 7 days ago. Now we're at 11, and it has these like little salmon and dry seaweed recipe cat treats. So I just will open this and like put that like in her food. And then a few weeks ago, I also got an advent calendar of my own from this coffee shop that was near Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn. These are really good chocolates. Very creamy and delicious. I feel like the chocolate, like the Cadbury chocolate, it just tastes different. So 18. Wait, I think today is the 18th. Yeah. Oops. All right. Well, I already ate the 18th. So I will actually be eating these until the 19th, tomorrow. Must have got a little happy. Must have got a little gung-ho there. But that's okay. I believe we're like a few days away from Christmas, and it still just like doesn't feel like it still. It's been super cold. Like, I don't know when it ever snowed during Christmas. It's been a really long time, so I don't expect it to snow, but it's very interesting. Still doing like Christmassy holiday things. I'm going later today to this soda shop place called Brooklyn Pharmacy with my friend. I don't think I've ever tried the hot chocolate. I don't remember, but it's pretty much like a dessert spot. They don't really serve real food there, but they have like sundaes and ice cream and hot chocolates, and it's just a cute space. And they have like the decor is really like original to like how it was when it opened, like in 1930s or something like that. It's a really cool spot in Carroll's Gardens. All right. Been editing anything. I'm working, and also I have a customer that wants to have a meeting. Wants to keep our meeting on Monday.
Oh, they don't have a light.
They're having like some tech issues, so they want to keep it on the calendar, and that they couldn't just.
Oh.
So cute.
There's a phone that you
it's moments like this that I'm glad I work in tech, because I'm literally just dressed in sweatpants and a sweatshirt because I have a couple things that I really need to get done before the holiday break that we go on. And I also, that's why I came into the office to do that today. And so yeah, I just wanted to be, and I need to be like comfy so I don't have to think about anything, and I can just sit and type away and just get it done. And look, like most things are crossed off. So I'm proud of myself for that. This room is pretty hot, so I'm really glad that I brought my fan. The weather has been like so weird. I guess that's all due to climate change. But I have like an appointment. Hey, I have like a therapy appointment today, and I'm realizing like she gave me homework. It's like, why would you give someone with ADHD 2 homework assignments? So I did one, but I didn't really fully do the other. So we're gonna see how that goes. And normally I would try to like scramble to get it done, but I mean, like, for what? It'll be fine. Like, I'm not gonna stress myself out about this. And then I feel like there's like a ton of other things that I need to talk to her about, so we'll just have to revisit it next week. I also wanted to do some editing, so I brought like my laptop from home, which I rarely do. But it's so interesting because it's almost the end of the day, and I don't think I have the capacity to stay past 5 to do editing. I don't know, when is it gonna get done? Because tomorrow, maybe I could do it tomorrow. Maybe I could do it tomorrow at like a coffee shop or something, because I know if I like do it at home, I'm not gonna do it. But I need to clean. I don't know. Maybe I like will do some editing tonight. Well, here, after work, because tomorrow is this party. Oh, the doors don't open for the party until like 11. Oh my gosh. So I feel like I need to preserve as much energy as I can for tomorrow. I am like feeling super tired, and I'm thinking it's because this room is mad hot, but I'm a bit sleepy, so maybe tomorrow will just be like a lazy work from home at home day. I don't know. It's before my session, so I'm gonna like prepare for that. I am getting ready to head out the door. It's gonna start snowing in 32 minutes. So I need to head out so I don't get caught in that. It's been raining all day, and snow sounds like it's so cold. I'm a little bit scared that it's gonna be a little slippery. Oh my gosh. I'm going to this party. And it's like, I've been going to this party by this DJ called DJ David, and I love his sets. And my friends and I have been going like the last 3 parties that he's done, which has been so exciting. However, this one, normally they have been in Brooklyn. This one is probably like their largest venue, and it's in Manhattan. So that is like its own thing, and now it's like it's pretty cold. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, also it's like gold themed, so I'm wearing this gold like pleece dress, mini dress with, I'm wearing tights, even though I really don't want to be wearing tights at all. And then like some sneakers. I feel like when it's cold like this, you gotta commute in New York. it's such a struggle to figure out what to wear because you want to be warm if you're gonna be walking all over the place, and also it's like you can't change. So I was going to wear my green coat because it's just such a cuter look, like a cute green moment. But I need the longest coat that I have. I actually have another coat that I don't usually wear. I got from this like creator sale, and it's just so funny because it's like it's pretty big. It's a little too big for me, but I also look like one of those Russian mob wives with it on, because it like goes all the way to the floor and it's white and it's so like puffy. So it's funny, but yeah, not all practical. It also doesn't have any insulation, so it'd be freezing all the time. My new gloves did come in. My friend recommended these North Face gloves. They're really nice. Okay.